guys, this is Sandra here. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. It's lovely to have you here and I hope you're gonna enjoy your time. Today we have another project pen update, and this time it's the PartnersInCream project pen. So this one was started by Steph and her friend DaLin, and they created a huge community playlist with this as well. So I'm going to link both of their channels and also the playlist down below if you want to binge these videos like I tend to do. And as the name suggests, if you haven't seen any of these before, basically what we do is that we choose 3 to 5 cream products from our collection. I chose 5 because I like to challenge myself with all my other project pens as well. And basically we focus on those because cream products tend to go off a lot quicker, whereas with powders, you know, they're a bit more forgiving. You can keep them around for a bit longer, but you don't have the same options with creams. And that's why this project was created. For now, I think it's on for a year. Whether we will have it next year or not, I'm not sure. Hopefully we will do, because I oddly enjoy this a lot. And is there anything else I have to tell you? We have monthly updates, and I think that's all the information you need. Also, if you like this makeup look, then I have a video which went up actually yesterday, so I can link it here and you can check it out. Also, one last thing, if you're wondering why am I wearing this dressing gown. So, when I filmed the intro for this video, I don't know what was up with me that day, but I just felt really casual and I was wearing my onesie and I loved it, and you know, people in the comments seem to love it as well. So, I kept, you know, every update I had my onesie, but I think 2 or 3 months in, my onesie broke, unfortunately, the zip. And you know, I don't want to flash, so I threw that away and I could not find another onesie since then that I love. So I'm just chilling out in my Gryffindor dressing gown and, you know, still keeping it really casual. That's the answer behind that, basically. Just, you know, in case you're wondering why is this crazy woman sitting there in a dressing gown. That's why. But now we can hop into the actual update part before you get really bored with me. So the first product is something that's been with us since the beginning in this project, and it was another project as well before, and it's the Tom Ford Cream and Cheek color in the shade Pink Sand. And last month I think it was a bit hard to see any progress, but now I decided to start working towards one side of the blush so you can see the progress a bit easier, and I'm happy to report that yes, it's working. This way it's a lot easier to see how much I used up. Now again, can I finish this by the end of the year? It might be a bit of a stretch, I don't know. I would love to, but we'll see. This is something I'm wearing today as well, but you can barely see. It's more of a bronzy look. It's the summer. And I still have a little bit of pinkiness to my cheeks, and that's how I like to use it as well. Even if I just bronze, I will still use this before I powder my face. So it gives me a little bit of color. It's, again, I praised, oh my goodness, I just almost dropped it. Whew. My heart. But basically, what I was saying before I almost dropped it, I sang the praises of this product many times before. It's a beautiful blushy color. It's not too much, but it's still enough for you to see. And yeah, it's just a nice, really, that's the thing, it's feeling really light on the skin, so it never feels like I'm wearing too much. You know how with some cream products, it can be a bit too much sometimes. You don't have the same issue with this, and that's, I think, why I enjoy this so much, partly. So I will really miss it once it's gone, but I don't know whether I can finish it by the end of this year. I hope I can. That would be a huge accomplishment, because I don't think I ever finished a cream blusher, or a powder one by that matter, really, you know, but we'll see. But I think that's a good progress for the month. Next up we have my Illamasqua Broken Gel, and I had to do like a new measuring system, so I put a washi tape on the side of it because I lost one of the stickers. I don't think it was last month's update though, but there's one I think I have missing somewhere in the middle, but not last month's sticker. That was still there, so I did my little lines on this tape accordingly, and that's our progress for the month. So I think that's pretty good. There it is, there's barely any left. I think that's pretty good, and as I said last month, the way I started using it as of last month is I started using it on my nails. I'm wearing it currently as well. I just really enjoy it that way so much more. than having it as a makeup product. Now, I keep saying it since I started that I want to use it on my eyes without anything else. I still haven't done that. I just keep forgetting it until I actually sit down to film. But you know, I really enjoy it as a nail topper, so I think I'm gonna keep using it that way. And looking at how little there is left, I think I can actually finish this by the end of the year, which is great because it's getting a bit old. And also I feel like the formula is getting a bit, I don't know, I don't think it was this liquidy, and sometimes I can see some oils separating in there, so I'm not that confident of using this around my eyes anymore either. But on my nails, as a teeny tiny top coat that gives a bit more shimmer and glimmer, it works perfectly. So I think I'm going to keep using it that way. And looking at the progress I can do with my nails, hopefully I can finish it in like another 3 to 4 months. So potentially I can even finish it before the end of the year. We'll see. But yeah, I enjoy using it as a nail polish topper. Who knew? But you know, if something doesn't work one way, try to repurpose it. That's my tip to you. Next up, we have the bane of my existence. These 2 paint pots by MAC. One of them is in the shade Groundwork and the other one is in the shade Perky. So Groundwork is my oldest one, and I did say last month, I think it starts to smell a little, but I'm like, no, I'm not giving up on it. And you know, it doesn't irritate my eye or anything like that. Now with this one, I don't think you're going to be able to see any difference. I used it maybe once or twice, but not nearly enough, I think, for you to see a difference. I used it a few times, so there are small differences, but as I mentioned last month, I pressed it down again because it used to have a pen on it, and I just want to reheat the pen on it because my goal was originally to use it up, but I realized that that's way too hefty of a goal with all my other project pens, and especially because I put 2 of these in this project, so it was a bit silly of me. But I sort of re-smooshed it around and just took my spatula and mixed it around, repressed it, and I just want to hit pen on this again just to make sure that, you know, I get enough use out of it, but I'm not over-tiring myself of this because, yeah, I was way too silly in the beginning of the year thinking, you know, I can do everything, and no, I cannot. The other one, on the other hand, Perky, I have a really nice size dip in there now. Now, I don't know how much is gonna come across on the pictures, but definitely if you look at the intro pictures and then you look at the pictures now, you can definitely see a difference. And I feel like I used this a lot more this month than I used Groundwork. And let me just show you up close as well. It's just gonna be a bit easier to see how deep that dip really is when I move it around than on a flat picture, because especially it has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it's quite hard to take a picture that shows you accurately how deep we've gone. Now, I think I still have to, you know, use it quite a few times to actually get to the bottom of the pen, and that is my goal with this one. I just want to hit pen on it. And I'm definitely using it a lot more than I did before I rolled in this project, so I'm super happy about that. And actually it's a really nice peachy shade, so it goes nicely under any like peachy or pinky eyeshadow when I do an eyeshadow look like that. To be fair, it can even work under a brown, but usually I try to be good and use Groundwork for that. So I feel like it's a nice versatile shade, and it can be quite nice even used by itself, but I find that these paint pots don't really last on me without creasing by themselves. So maybe if your eyes are drier than mine can get a bit oily throughout the day, then, you know, maybe they would work by themselves. I'm not too sure. The last product, I'm super pumped because finally I finished it, and this is now my second product that I finished in this project. First I finished my Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer, and then now I finished this, which is my Smashbox under eye primer. And originally, the line is sort of gone, but I'm pretty sure it was here. So originally we started there. That's how it looks obviously all together. So it was about halfway through, and I thought that by last month I can finish this, but then I cut it open and there was so much product left in there. So I finally managed to use it up, and I did say it before as well. Did it do a lot for me? I'm not too sure, but I also find that more is more with this product. Like, I had to use quite a bit, so it made my under eyes feel nice and moisturized. It was an okay product, but I don't know. When it comes to under eye primers, if I want to use one, I prefer my Becca one, which is a bit more balmy, as opposed to this one, which has a bit more of a moussey texture. And I don't know, it says it's supposed to be hydrating, but again, unless I use quite a bit, I didn't feel it. And while it was an okay product, it's not something that I cannot live without. So I'm just super happy that I, you know, use it all up and I got my money's worth out of it. And I'm saying goodbye. Bye. That means that we can roll something in, and although I'm working on a liquid highlighter in another project, I decided to roll in a cream one because again, this started to smell a little bit funny by now, and to be fair, I had it for way longer than I want to admit, but if you look at the packaging, that will give you a rough idea. And this is the Topshop Polished Glow, or I think it's called the Topshop Glow. So that's what it looks like. It comes in a glass of the jar, but they haven't done their packaging like this Topshop in a while. Camera, thank you. So we'll see. I recently mixed this together as well with my spatula, so we'll see. If it starts breaking me out, I will stop using it, but for now, it smells a bit, I'm not gonna lie. But I just hate throwing products away, and it, you know, it still applies nicely. The color rate is amazing. The color didn't change, the texture didn't change, only the smell, which usually is not a good sign. But I'm only using it for myself, so I will see. If it breaks me out or causes any kind of irritation, I will get rid of it. Till then, I just want to hit pen on this. And it's such a beautiful color. Everything else I already swatched for you in the intro, but let me show you this. It's like a goldy glow with a hint of like pink in it. Hold on, I swatched it in the most awkward place where you can't even see it. It's there on my wrist. I'm not sure you can see it. Oh no, there you can see it in the light. It's a really nice subtle glow, and even though I have a powder highlight on today, I also applied it on my cheeks as a base first. It's a beautiful color. I really like it, and I just want to get a bit more use out of it because this truly is not going to last for much longer in my collection. A lot of people would have already probably tossed it, but I have a strange attachment issue when it comes to my makeup, so here I am. And I'm rolling this in, and again, I just want to hit pen on it to start with, and then we can decide what to do with it. But for now, I just want to get a bit more use out of it. And that's it. That's all my update. So let me know, how do you think I've done? Or if you're doing this project, let me know down below. How are you doing? Are you struggling, or is it better? I don't know. Just, you know, let's have a chat. But for now, I'm gonna go. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean so much to me. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I have the occasional Saturday videos as well. And then once a month you see me in this magnificent bathrobe. But for now, I'm gonna go. I hope you have a lovely day, and bye bye. Don't forget to check the others in the description box.